With Asuka seemingly denying reports of being medically cleared and more, this is Wrestling Hub. My name is John and you're watching the Wrestling Report for March 5th. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Hub Official and also follow us on Twitter at Wrestling_Hub. During his talk with Lucha Libre Online, JBL was asked if there's any heel in pro wrestling today that reminds him of himself. As the former WWE champion replied, "I've always thought Baron Corbin was a guy who reminded me of myself. I think Baron is a seriously smart man. Baron wants to be a heel, and very few people are like that. I'm not sure if Randy Orton reminds me of myself. I think Randy is a lot better than me. But Randy's a guy that can do anything. They are genuinely only a few every generation that really want to be heels." Piper told me the same thing. The Hot Rod did, and it's true. Guys want to be, sometimes they want to be a cool heel. They want to be, and there's all kinds of different heels, but to be a pure heel like JBL, there's simply not that many people that either want to be or have the ability to be. While he was one of the first signings for AEW, Chris Jericho noted while speaking to Sports Illustrated that he had received an offer to be an executive vice president for the company, which he would ultimately turn down. It's easy for Eddie to say that. You mentioned earlier I wasn't an EVP. The only reason I wasn't an EVP is because I didn't want to be. They asked me and I said no. That's way too much work for what you're planning on doing. Tony Khan's the boss. Anyways, I knew that from the start. So I wasn't going to play grab ass and use EVP as an ego boost. Forget that, just give me more money. On After the Bell, Finn Balor touched on his match from Raw in 2016 against Roman Reigns. Balor would win this bout and go on to win the Universal title, as the Demon King noted that this match with Reigns made him realize he needed to be at a higher level. "I had an aha moment on my very first debut on Raw against Roman in the main event of Monday Night Raw. When we competed against each other, and the way he moved and the way he wrestled and the way he paced himself, that was like an aha moment for me to say, this is what you need to be doing. This is the level you need to be at." Talking about the current generation of WWE superstars, Brock Lesnar told Newsday that these younger wrestlers need to have a backbone. "I have. Over the years, if there's somebody that catches my eye, and if I happen to perceive something that I like or don't like, I will approach some talent. It's not like I don't put myself out there to be approachable in the arena. It's just kind of who I am. People probably find it hard to have a convo with me. Some of these young kids nowadays, they're so used to having everything they want at their fingertips with technology. I don't know where the grassroots hard work and the ethic is anymore. Some of these kids, they need to step up to the plate if they want to. They need to have a backbone. They need to do something different if they want to become successful. This business isn't just about getting in the ring and being able to do moves, you know? This is a business of storytelling and characters and being able to portray a passion about something. So either you have it or you don't. Otherwise, you're just a mid-card wrestler or an indie wrestler or an internet wrestler, or you're just playing to the fans on the internet." Lesnar would go on to note on the Michael K show that he never feared anything until he had a bull moose charge at him. "No, I just don't, maybe when I was younger, as a kid, senior in high school maybe. As a grown man, no. Oh, I take it back. Last fall, I gotta admit that I did get a little spooked by a bull moose. I got charged a little bit in the bush by a bull moose. First, I got a little flustered, but then I contained myself and then I shot him." Ahead of AEW Rampage, Tony Khan revealed plans for Scorpio Sky as well as a new signing for the company, as he wrote, "I had offered a 7th spot in the Face of the Revolution match to the 2021 winner Scorpio Sky, but instead I just bartered with Dan Lambert. Sky will be challenging the winner of tonight's 3-way Rampage TNT title match this Wednesday at Dynamite, plus Paige Vanzant will sign with AEW. Before doing work on Dwayne Johnson's sitcom Young Rock, Chavo Guerrero had been working for AEW as he apparently got Tony Khan's blessing to leave and do work for Johnson. Following his work for the sitcom, the AEW president started ghosting him, with Chavo telling Wrestling Inc., 100% news to me, man being removed from the AEW roster page. So originally when I started AEW talking to Tony Khan, it was like, alright, you can start working for maybe it was about 2 months. Then I got the opportunity, I knew I was going back to Young Rock. I just didn't know when it was going to happen. Coming back in early February, started giving Tony some texts. No answer, no reply. Called him, left him a voice message, no reply whatsoever. I'm like, okay. And all of a sudden, I see I'm not a part of the page anymore of the AEW roster. So it kind of pisses me off, to be honest. Hey, I'm a big boy. If there's no plans for me, totally fine, I get it. But answer your phone. I deal with billionaires all the time. He's not the first, so it kind of pisses me off a little bit. After working with Vince McMahon, you can deal with anybody. So I'm like, answer your phone. This is not cool. So that's where we're at. Following his 4-year stint on NXT, Adam Cole would make the jump to AEW, where he is set to challenge for their world title against Hangman Page at Revolution tomorrow. Speaking to Talk Sport, Cole revealed that working in AEW has been better than WWE in every possible way. It really is a lot better, and again, working in different companies was still an awesome thing. You know, it was great to be able to drive home and give her a call. She was home. What we're about to do, but again, now be in a situation where we get to fly to the town together, stay in the same hotel, talk about what we will be doing that day together. And then to me, the most special thing is if she has a match or a promo, or if I have a match or a promo, and walking back through a gorilla position and seeing her as the first person there, being able to be the first person there for her is honestly just the best. It's better than FaceTime. It's definitely better than a phone call while you were driving or while you were in your hotel room about to fall asleep. So yeah, it really has been nothing short of amazing getting to work alongside her again for sure. And yeah, we will talk a ton of wrestling all the time, so working in the same company has been wonderful. It's been better in every way. During his appearance on the Pat McAfee show, Vince McMahon explained how he never gets burnt out creatively. When you're creative, some people think it's a burnout factor. It's not really, because if you're concentrating on one thing in the moment, which is difficult for me to do and all your creative skills are pouring in, and something else comes this way that's also creative, it's a great relief. Hang on, I need to deal with this. And when you come back, you'll think differently, generally speaking, or what you just learned from that. It's a big creative wheel going on constantly. You need to be wide open. Being creative, you have to stay wide open as far as your head is concerned, and being able to accept whatever is coming in from whatever source. I'm really fortunate because I have not a second brain, but a second wheel that's going on all the time. I have the one I'm using right now, and at the same time I'm thinking about something else right now in another way that I could easily snap to. Sometimes there's a third one as well. Sometimes it can all get very confusing. Many times when I get really tired, which is seldom, but when I do, it's good because you can focus on one thing. With it recently reported that Asuka has been medically cleared for an in-ring return to WWE, the star has now responded to these rumors, seemingly denying them, as she said, "Let me know the percentage of news rumors that are correct. Am I medically cleared?" And in response to a fan saying he's happy she's all healed up, Asuka wrote, "Not yet." After defeating Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title on SmackDown, Ricochet had an interview where he noted what he wants to accomplish as champion. "I started in 2003 and started doing this stuff, and then 19 years later, just to be where you start and see where it's at now, it's just so rewarding. Everyone can talk about how they're the best, and I've talked about it for a long time, and I actually thought I was the best for a long, long time, and now this just proves it. The Intercontinental Championship, the US Championship, the NXT North American Championship, all that is just proving my point of why not only I belong here, but I can thrive here and be somebody here. This just proves that. So the emotions you saw tonight are so real, and just all of that was because of this one moment. Because of this, it's just emotion. That's what it was, nothing else." Talking on Hot 97, SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair pondered the competition that awaits her following WrestleMania. "I guess the question is, who's there to beat me? Rhea and Bianca are my targets next. I expect big things, not that Bianca hasn't already done big things. And I still look at my Money in the Bank match with Rhea Ripley. It was a great match. I want to see, what's next for the both of them, and I've never had a completely full program with either one of them. I think Rhea has kind of been start-stop. WrestleMania we had the NXT, but that wasn't really followed up. We had that WrestleMania match in the Performance Center during COVID, and then I lost the title at TakeOver, so there was really no story or build-up or what happened after. And then when she came to Raw, it was the Money in the Bank match, but then it turned into a triple threat and I got cashed in on. So I still think there's a story left there, and she's got to climb this mountain, both of them. Of course, at Mania, Flair is set to defend her title against Women's Royal Rumble winner Ronda Rousey, and during that interview, Charlotte would reveal that she believes that her father, Ric Flair, will return to WWE. Everyone comes and goes. It's one of those businesses where you never know. I've seen people come back that we never thought would come back. With The Undertaker set to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year, there are rumors of him making a return to the ring, as PW Insider killed this notion. Any chance Undertaker could be working the show against Brock or Roman? He was just added to an autograph signing that afternoon in Queens, it looks like. Not that I'd prefer him over Drew or Seth, but could be kind of fun. I really don't think that WWE would have Undertaker come out of retirement with zero advertising for a live event match against anyone, much less Brock Lesnar. While Taker was a late addition to the big event convention today, I don't see him wrestling or even appearing tonight. And this was your Pro Wrestling News Update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.